I just want to adjust a little bit. And light a candle. I'm going to be continuing the readings I started for money and career, all signs. I have left the air signs, 2 water, 1 or 2 fires. We'll see what comes out. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much for being a part of the channel. If you're watching and if you'd like to see more, consider subscribing. I will be offering... Hello, Sully. Yes. I am... If you would like to donate for a reading, I can go and pull some questions for you. Details are in this... blah. Details are in the description if you want to take a look at that. Otherwise, what I'll be also doing are community readings. So taking a look at career and money. But if you have a personal question, and if you would like to donate for that, I'd be more than happy to pull. We can see some answers, some energy around your question. Let me know, Sully. Also, too, I'll be around later today, too. Oh, wonderful. Okay. So then I'll wait before I get into the community readings, and we'll do you first. And I'm going to go and get a glass of water, so I'll be back in just 1 minute. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I think I have that 1 moment. So let me I'll be back in 1 moment. Sully, thank you so much for your donation. What is your question? I very much appreciate the support. Tell me your question and we'll take a dive. All right. Let's go and find out, Sully. Let's see. How is PR the Scorpio truly thinking and feeling in his new relationship with the Pisces? First, I'm going to pull a card for PR. PR has... Look at that bottom of the deck energy there. 10 of Swords. I have Wheel of Fortune right now for PR. So he definitely is seeing this as a change. Could be in this energy. He felt like it was a choice he had to make, a change he had to make. Let's go and find out more. I'm going to pull one more set of cards, one more card for how he is thinking, and then one card for how he is feeling. And then we'll start diving into that. But this is basically his theme, Wheel of Fortune. How PR, the Scorpio, of course, it was funny. We had the Tower there too, under Ten of Swords, which is Scorpio energy. How is PR truly feeling? So I have Ace of Cups with how he is truly feeling. How is he truly thinking? Okay. This is how he's truly feeling. Ace of Cups, and this is how he's truly thinking. The Devil. First of all, I'm going to say that with what I have here, especially with that bottom of the deck energy I showed you. Okay. So I'll wait here, and then just Sully, when you're ready, message me again. And when you're ready, just let me know. No worries. No worries, Sully. Okay. So I'm going to continue with what I saw. As I mentioned, this is right now PR, the Scorpio, this Wheel of Fortune. And I showed you a little bit that bottom of the deck energy that I had with Ten of Swords, Tower, which is Scorpio energy, and then it went on to like Six of Pentacles, etc. This is like sort of the environment. That's how I read bottom of the deck energy in general. Bottom of the deck energy to me is the environment that surrounds the question. And I pulled, which I'm going to go and further go into, I pulled two sets of cards for you. So this one is how he is feeling, and this is how he is thinking. And before I get into how I'm reading this, I just also want to point out too, with how he is thinking, I also have Nine of Swords, bottom of the deck energy. So in a word, this sort of energy is almost like, I don't want to quite say peer pressure, but there's a forcefulness here, okay? And also too, with Devil being how he's thinking, Ace of Cups how he's feeling, he himself is a Wheel of Fortune. This is, to me, it feels like forced energy. You know, he's forcing the change. He's telling himself everything is good. He's almost in this energy of, well, I speak it, so I manifest it. I think it, so it is. You know, as all your thoughts become your lifestyle, right? He's in that sort of energy right now. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is, from what I feel here, it's not fully authentic. But we're going to take a deeper dive. It's not fully authentic, and it's like too in this energy, like Devil to me, Like none of the cards are truly all good or all bad. That's how I feel the cards. There are nuances, right? And that's what we go and we look at how they're aspected, how they come out, etc. Like there's various different ways, right? How they speak to you. But one thing I do get from Devil consistently is that Devil, there's an obsessive quality to Devil. And there's an extreme want, an extreme thirst, an extreme desire. Like there's extremes with a Devil. That's consistent. So it feels like in here he's set, like, right, like he's like, this is going to work no matter what, and he's just sort of molding things to make him feel in Ace of Cups. Okay, so that's first of all the energy that I have here. He definitely is also on this new change, but he's also there telling himself in this mantra, it's great because I say it's great. There's a little bit of not seeing things for what they are, and if I say it enough, it's going to be true. Okay, that's just what I wanted to go and say from what I have here. So since the Devil is so strong, I'm actually going to start clarifying the Devil first. Let's go and find out what he is thinking. Because it's Ace of Cups and the feeling. I don't know. You said he's Scorpio. So I have Capricorn, I have Cancer. I would say these placements could also be in his 7th house. They could be in his Venus. They could be in his moon. Definitely could be in his moon. They could be in his 12th house, his 8th house. Could be in his house of family too. So I just wanted to point out those energies as well. Well, yeah, that's definitely what I have here. There's an obsession here, and I think for a new start that just came up, it's like he's too set on feeling great. You know, when you're eating something, you go, oh, wow, this is really good. Really, 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 really good. The more you're there saying really, really, really good. But is it really that good? So that's just the energy that I have here, that he is, he's telling himself everything is great. Is it really great? He's determined to make it great, right? That's what I have here. So with the Devil, let's go and look into the Devil. Devil has 4 of Pentacles. I think I'm also going to draw a card on that 4 of Pentacles when I get everything done, because with his obsessive quality, but then 4 of Pentacles speaks of, in this energy, it speaks of selfishness a little bit. Like it speaks of his own self-interest. That's why I'm going to put another card on 4 of Pentacles. There's other ways I can read it, but with the Devil, I feel like this is self-interest. And it's also self-interest in not really being generous. So he's in a new relationship. He's in a new relationship, then why is he promoting or having his own self-interest instead of the self-interest of the other? Those cards fell out, but they're a little too many. Okay, let's check out some more on the Devil. PR, the Scorpio, how he thinks, how he's thinking right now. What's his thoughts right now? It's kind of interesting, too, that his thoughts are really what is generating his emotions. I'm also going to call that out as well. So I have that bottom of the deck energy, 6 of Pentacles. It's funny, 3 of Pentacles is, 3 of Cups. But looking at the environment of the devil energy, what I'm seeing here with the Six of Pentacles, Three of Cups, environmental energy, the environment is like, it's very much on his terms. I guess that's what I'm trying to say here. I feel like this is something that he wants on his terms. Knight of Cups, by the way, is Scorpio energy. So, first of all, that I have here, the more I look at this Four of Pentacles, the more it feels like it is sort of like, selfish me energy, what he wants and what he is going to get. He's determined that, first of all, his thoughts in this new relationship could be to take he's determined to be is this the right word? The alpha, or to be in charge, be in the lead, set the direction. He needs to have things, or at least some things, entirely his way. If he's generous with her, though, what I have here is he's not generous in the entirety with that Four of Pentacles. And I'm not saying it as a Four of Pentacles being the miser card. I'm just saying under devil, it's self-interest. Maybe he could go and give out. And also, too, it's funny that we have Capricorn, right? So Capricorn is like, for instance, an earth card. Earth card is wealth, right? Tangible things that you can share. Could be time, could also be money with earth element type energies. But he's doing all that to set the stage, set the web. There are certain things that he wants that he's not going to give up on. That's what I feel here. But I'm going to take up this Four of Pentacles. Let's go and look into that. In other words, it just feels very scripted. And it's like, too, well, if I have these expectations and if I go about this path, then, Pisces will follow along with it. I'm not quite sure how true that will be. Yeah, it's like, for instance, I feel here too with the devil and Four of Pentacles. For him, he can give up some things. Like, right, he can be generous in some ways, but there's core things that he has that he definitely will not give up on. Right? Like, those are the non-negotiables. So for him, that's why I feel like he could go and give some things away, and like, what exactly is wealth to him? That's what I'm seeing too with the devil. It doesn't necessarily have to be wealth in tangible forms like material assets. That could, the real wealth could be how he feels, or the control, his ideas. It could be his ideas that are really the important thing for him to push through, the direction of the relationship, who has the say, the greater power. And for that reason, he could go and give up some things to his balance of the relationship, but other things are non-negotiable for him. So that's what I see initially. Now, I am curious about this Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, I have Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So first of all, what I see is I wonder if he rushed into this relationship a little fast in the environment. He could have rushed into this relationship a little fast and is seeing just what he is dealing with, like making decisions on the fly. with someone who's committed to him. Well, in this environment here, so she wants a provider type husband. A Queen of Pentacles is someone who wants to commit with comfort, but again, it's fast energy. And also too, in the environment, right? In the environment that I have here, it's like almost rushing in and then seeing like, how it feels. But this is about having someone who's committed to him and then evaluating where the relationship goes or how he feels about this commitment while he's going through it. So, it feels a little bit like they should have thought things out before rushing in. Well, they definitely are moving fast. He definitely also wants to go and have the upper hand, as long as it's the direction of the relationship. With Four of Pentacles, I have basically the same environment, the same energy rather, that was in the environment. His long-term goals, what are they? I don't know how open, because also too, I have Ace of Swords here. But I really feel the Ace of Swords is the direction of the relationship, of how he wants the relationship, molding the relationship how he wants it, right, on his terms. I don't really feel the Ace of Swords here is true mutual communication under Devil. Or true mutual putting your heads together and planning out together the next stages of life, new ideas together. This is Devil doesn't really do things together, right? Devil has already a master plan, and Devil is looking for chess pieces or puzzle pieces to put in their respective roles to fit out their plans. That's what this energy is right here. It's not collaborative. There's already a very firm idea in place, and he's just looking for people to go and fit those roles. Four of Pentacles feels like the same sort of energy, that he has his long-term goals of what he wants, where he wants to go. And I wonder how much he has actually honestly or fully shared that with Pisces. Because in this energy, it's evaluating. He's evaluating without really discussing it with her. He has his long-term plans of what he wants, and he's looking for the right fit. Is he truly telling anyone what the true round table approach is? And by the way, this Seven of Cups is also Scorpio energy. So there's not really sharing here. What I have here is, while he's in this relationship with her, he's enjoying all the feels, but he's also thinking and evaluating, how does she fit into his ultimate plans and goals. He's not fully sold, but he's evaluating. He's evaluating because he wants everything his way. That's his thoughts here under Four of Pentacles. He's not truly sharing what he hopes with others. He's keeping that from her. He's evaluating her. We'll take a look at Knight of Cups and Ace of Swords. So Knight of Cups. I have 10 of Wands, 2 of Swords. Okay. I'm going to take a look at this. Yeah, because, I'm going to look a little bit more into this energy, because what I'm seeing first off with Knight of Cups clarified by these cards, Ten of Wands, Two of Swords, and Justice. You know, this is a little worrisome energy to me, because it feels like not really wanting to put that much work into it, or the bare minimum work. He doesn't want to be taxed. It's not in the energy of being open, especially all under Devil. This is a little bit of a miser energy. Tell me the good news. We build on the good news. So I'm also going to throw some cards on these, because I'm just curious. As I said, it's such firm, this is really firm energy, it feels like to me. Feels like someone who doesn't want to put in the work, open-ended with their full heart, their full emotions, of like, you know, well, you need something, you're my person. You know, I want to be there to support you. This is not open energy of full support. This is support with conditions. This is if it benefits me. Under a Knight of Cups, that worries me too. Like, for instance, if this was under a Knight of Swords, I would find that interesting, because this is someone who, that would be almost like, you know, if you strike this person's beliefs and cores, if it was a Knight of Swords, I would feel like here's someone who would almost overstep the boundaries to make things right, or to do what they can by you. But under a Knight of Cups, you know, there's like luxury in this, or like lounging in what makes you feel good. You know, you want to take things at that easy pace. You don't want to tax yourself. That's what I'm saying, that I find under a Knight of Cups, this energy. You know, he'll only put in so much effort, only so much, and it has to match him, but he's not there wholehearted or committed. That's his thoughts. It's calculating, and it's very much in the line of, tell me only the good news, or I'll help out, but only so much. If it taxes me so much, will I stay? So I think this energy is not that great, but of course it's under a Devil, essentially. So Pisces wants to get married. I haven't had yet any outwardly Pisces energies, because these two are Cancer. But of course they're water signs, but still they're Cancer. Yeah, there's a very measured out quality here with him. You know, if it was, for instance, a King of Wands aspected by a Ten of Swords, this King of Wands would put out any amount of effort to get his goals done. However, Ten of Wands aspected by a King of Wands in this energy, this is someone who will go so far, but evaluate each step. Is it worth his while? Is it worth his while? I don't think this Two of Swords is absolute, like being sold on it. I will say that he wants, I do see that he is also committed to the idea of a wife, right? With Justice having the Empress here, he is committed to the idea of having a wife. He likes that idea. My question is, does he like the work that's involved in truly supporting and being a supportive spouse, a supportive person, whatever that, you know, mean, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, you just can't go and have everything your way. You need to go and also support the person you're living with, who you choose with, without necessarily doing a tit for tat type of thing. Right? You're there for the good times and you're there for the bad times. And I wonder if he himself is ready to be open in that way. He's open to a degree, but is he open to the full degree? He's open to the idea. He's very much in line with the idea of having that, you know, that committed partner, that spouse, that whatever. But how much is he actually seeing or willing to put the work into it? Right? It can't be all his way. But he's looking for someone who will match that. Okay, so this Knight of Cups is basically a Knight of Cups with conditions. And he doesn't want to be overtaxed. This Knight of Cups doesn't want to be... Yeah, he's continuing on that. And I think, too, with this new relationship that he's in, he's even more determined to get his way. And again, I think he's even more in this energy than he was previously. He's determined to not be overtaxed. He definitely is there like, you know, I give you an apple, you give me an apple. He's even more heads down in that energy. It's very miserly energy. Well, I say that he likes the idea of a wife with justice, and, you know, like maybe he's been watching too many movies or reading too many romance novels, or I don't know, something. Right? He's in fantasy land with his idea of what he wants, but I don't think this is not the sort of energy to be building out with. King of Wands, clarifying a 10 of Wands. You're only going to put out so much effort if it meets your goals, if it interests him. Much better if it was this way. A King of Wands who would put out any amount of effort for someone, but no, it's calculated, it's measured. And then again, with that Two of Swords, can he actually, is he willing to actually open up and support in the manner that you need to for a partnership, for a stable relationship? Also, too, interesting that it's Two of Swords and a Queen of Cups. You know, can he provide the emotional support needed, the emotional support and the energy? There's something here as well in his thoughts about the energy that he's willing to put out to the other, to her. So that's his energy right now. He's quiet little kitty. Yeah, I see that no, Tilly, I'm glad that I'm happy to pull the cards for you. But this is a Knight of Cups with conditions. And this is a Knight of Cups that it still has... Quiet little kitty. You know, he just ate. But now he's there going, I need more attention because I finished eating. This is a Knight of Cups who, first of all, has an ideal of what he imagines in a wife, but he definitely does not want to be overtaxed. He definitely has... My general thoughts on this? I don't really see this as being permanent, but I do see him as moving fast. If she wants... I'm going to go and take a look at this Ace of Cups. But overall, I feel like, number one, they're moving too fast. definitely moving too fast. Number two, I think that he is almost having her like a piece of clay, like a puppet, kind of, in the fact that he wants a role to be fulfilled, and he's looking for her suitability, her willingness to fulfill that role. It depends on her, right? What's her, this is a reading about him. What's her willingness to fulfill that role? And I do think they could move fast. If she wants marriage, let's go and take a look at this Ace of Cups. You know, I think he's right now toying with the idea of marriage. And I think he could rush into marriage. I don't think it's going to be a healthy marriage. And I wonder how long it'll stay. Especially Wheel of Fortune, that wheel does not stop turning. But what he's doing right now, that's the main thing of what he's doing right now. He's evaluating with his ideals of what a spouse looks like to him. And depending on how she acts, her willingness to be molded into his, his requirements is what's dependent upon him taking action for marriage. But is it a healthy one? No. Now, I guess I'm also going to say here with the Fool and this energy, he can make some rash decisions here. He's fully in the energy to make some rash decisions, just trying to go. And he thinks that if he does some drastic actions, it's going to put his life on a different direction. But it's not a solid connection. That's what I feel right now. His feelings are, he's trying to make it work. He's evaluating her. I also think, too, in this energy, though, if she puts out some backbone, and I'm only calling it backbone because he wants that tit for tat energy, she buckles against what he says. Like one stepping out of line or wanting something that he, a different direction. I feel like that's going to be it for him. He will go and find someone else. But I feel like right now he's in the energy of all in because he's decided to be all in. And as long as she fits her role, he will go and stay with her. And if she does her role really, really well, if she fits that puzzle piece of what he's looking for in a wife, if she fits that ideals and doesn't tax him, doesn't ask too much of him because she needs it, then I do think that he will move on with her. But I also think just as quickly as he's developing this, I think he can just as quickly get rid of her. Death is, by the way, Scorpio energy on how he feels. How he feels, he's leaving this up to fate. He's going to go and put in his best effort. His best effort. He doesn't know where it's going, but he's allowing his, how he's going right now with how it feels, how good it feels. Depending on how good it continues to feel is how he's going to stay with it. And the moon gets 5 of Wands, lots of Leo energy building up here too. By the way, the moon is also Pisces energy. So I have 5 of Wands. It's really about her pliability. King of Cups is Pisces energy as well. So he's being very, what I see in their relationship, he is almost being like, what do they call those things? Like a livestock guardian or a cowboy or some guardian dog or a cowboy or something. Like he's reigning in his herd, which is her, his field. And he's like, oh, sit, eat, go out to pasture, come back in the stable, something. I mean, he's like doing very regulatory down to the down to, I don't know, eye blinking of what sort of behavior is acceptable. And I think he's allowing some sort of time period to see how they interact well together, how well she molds to him. He's open, but he's also not committed. Okay, so that's the energy that I have here. Essentially, he's open to the idea or the ideal of what he wants in a mate, in a spouse. Is he committed to her as long as she fulfills the role and she's pliable? And if she is not pliable to what he wants, also if she taxes him too much, and it doesn't even have to be like, money or something, or maybe she could just talk too much. I don't know quite what it is in the taxing, but it doesn't have to be, let's say, your standard type of things. If he feels like she is asking too much of him, could be money, could be time, could be energy, could be, I don't know, socializing with her friends and family. Do you want that? Well, I don't know what his ideal mate is, but I can say that I have what I have right here. Well, yeah, he definitely wants the upper hand. And he definitely wants to be in control. I don't know quite what his model is because I'm not seeing exactly what he wants as it, like whether it truly is a submissive. All I know is that he has a very predefined ideal of what he sees his life partner, his mate, his person he's committed to being like. But I'm not quite sure what that is. All I know is that she has to fit that, and he's evaluating her to fit that. And the moment that she breaks out of that, yeah, from the cards I pull, see, I'm not sure if it's entirely submissive because, and I'll tell you why. This Four of Pentacles, to me, under Devil, shows that he's not entirely all my way. He's just all my way about some things. The core things, the important things, what's important to him. I didn't get quite what was important to him from the cards. All I just know that he's not, everything has to be his way. But let's say if I was going to make an analogy, if this was house buying, let's say that he would want to choose the neighborhood and choose the house, but maybe he would not quite care about how it was decorated, right? It's sort of that sort of energy. Or if he was choosing food, he would want to have a steak dinner, but how the steak was prepared didn't matter as long as it was a steak dinner on maybe served on green plates, right? There's some core things that he has that's inflexible. So I'm not going to say it's entirely submissive. He's not 100% bowed down to me, just whatever are his core goals. So I'm not going to say entirely submissive, but he wants, and here's the thing, on his core issues, he wants that person to more than submit. He wants them to just mold, right? Be like that watery, but the water energy, you have a cup, pour that water in there and fit the shape of this cup. So I'm not going to say entirely submissive. but he definitely, on the core things, it's non-negotiable. That's what I have on his relationship here, Sully. And essentially, from what I see with his relationship, he's moving fast. He's moving a little too fast. But just as much as he's moving into this, he can also move out of it. And I feel like with what he can move out of it can really be in this energy. I don't think it is. This is a happy relationship. I do not think it is. I have 10 of Cups, Pisces energy on the bottom of the deck, energy for that last pull I put on feelings. 10 of Cups, 8 of Wands, the Tower, Scorpio energy, 6 of Swords. They're moving too fast, Sully. They're rushing into things. They're trying to create a narrative that is not yet there. Now, I'm not saying that, like with relationships, that you couldn't have 2 months and, I don't know, marry, right? I'm not making that judgment on two people, the various types of relationships that are out there, right? Some people know each other for 20 years, and some people know each other for 2 days and they get married. Some people go on and like stay on forever, right? Those are like specific nuances in terms of time. But I'm saying in his energy that I have here, he's moving too fast. Is it a happy relationship? It's a controlling relationship. And you know what else, too, what kind of relationship this is, Sully? It's about gratification right now. Is it a happy relationship? I'm not going to use the word happy. I'm going to use the word gratification. It's gratifying right now. It's gratifying, and it'll continue to be gratifying as long as she fulfills her role and he gets what he wants. I don't know about her energy in this. But he's offering his love with conditions. And right now, for him, he feels it's gratifying. The moment it's not gratifying is the moment he'll go on to something else. And I'd also say, too, in this energy, he's taking it. Is it a happy relationship? In this energy of their relationship, he's living in the present. And he's reflecting on the past. He's not really giving much thought to the future. Yeah. Yeah, so I wouldn't call this happy. But that's the kind of that's his energy that he's in right now. Oh, yes, you can donate for another question. Please do, Sully. I'll be more than happy to pull another question for you. Okay, I got your donation. Sully, let me get one more glass of water and I'll be back in just a second. Sully again. I'm going to get one more glass of water. I'll be right back. Okay, will do. Some water and I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, I am back. Sully, let me know if you're here well, and then I'll start the reading. And I'll check out AG's thoughts, feelings, and current energy towards the Scorpio. Okay, so I'll start. One moment. All right. I'm actually going to go and just do the tinctures real quick. Okay. Now let's go and see AG's thoughts, feelings, and current energy towards the Scorpio. She is a Pisces. AG. AG, I have judgment. Judgment with an energy of Ace of Cups is almost a little desperate, almost. It's almost like in this energy that she feels like she's been waiting for an opportunity like this to come along. Maybe she feels something too in here, like this is her final chance, her big chance, her main chance. There's something here about almost being right up to the edge of a, like the final countdowns or the edge of a cliff. You know, there's do or die, but not quite type of energy here with judgment. You know, like now she has an opportunity. She needs to put forth the full extent of herself to get it realized. She has this opportunity. She can't fumble it. She should not fumble it, this opportunity that's come into her hands. So first of all, you said that they knew each other for a while. So since I feel this energy, I also want to share that I wonder, you said they've been friends for a while. I wonder if she's just been crushing on him all this time. Okay, let me throw that out there. That she's been waiting for her opportunity to have him look at her or consider her or commit to her. Quiet, little cat. Quiet. That she's been waiting for this opportunity for him to either look at her, consider her, go out with her, be with her. There's something in here of that as well, especially since you said they knew each other for a while and were friends. I would say that in this energy with judgment regarding her, in my opinion, in my feelings, they were never friends. I think she always had a crush on him. She always liked him. They were friends. I think that she harbored a long-term crush on him intensely. And maybe she tried to make things work out with him. I mean, I don't know, right? This is still just pulling out what I'm feeling for judgment in that bottom of the deck energy. Maybe she tried in the past to make things work for him and he would not commit to her, right? He would not go and give her or give what she wanted the validation, and that validation is commitment. He would not do that or acknowledge her in that romantic sense, but she definitely always had a thing for him, a big thing for him. And I think it was only building. So one half is that energy I just mentioned, like, this is her chance, this blah, 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 relationship. But another part of this is also too about her and him. Like, first part is just her, right? But this is also her getting to finally be with him. There's again, not quite devil obsession, but this is like history. All right. Let's get into, I'm just going to pull 3 cards. Okay, so we're just going to check out her thoughts, feelings, and current energy towards Scorpio. I'm going to do this as whatever comes out regarding that. These cards, this judgment to me is so distinct that I'm going to turn these face down until I get all 3 out. Let's see. Knight of Cups again. 8 of, she definitely in this energy. She's been waiting for a long time for him to either commit to her or take the initiative. This has been long going, and I think that it's been she feels it's been quite hard to remain in the background while he went around exploring love opportunities. Knight of Cups is Scorpio energy. 8 of Cups is Piscean energy. But that 8 of Swords, 10 of Wands. She's been waiting for a while. She's been definitely waiting for a while. Her thoughts and feelings and current energy. Well, I have 2 of Pentacles. I have the Tower, which is again Scorpio energy. I have 10 of Pentacles, which is Virgo energy, Capricorn, Scorpio, and Virgo. However, more than seeing this as Capricorn or Virgo, could be again in her personal planets or those relationship houses. But what I'm seeing here more than that is commitment. So with that Pisces, first of all, I'm going to say that she can lock him down. She's going to try her best to lock him down. This is something that she's always wanted, or something that she's been drooling over. Before I get into this 2 of Pentacles and this Tower, I also want to take a look at this 10 of Pentacles. I want to see exactly what does she want or expect from her home for her life, for her life partner that she builds out family with. What are her expectations? So I'm going to take a look at that first. I also am curious about this 2 of Pentacles. But I'm most curious about this. So we're going to start off with the 10 of Pentacles. For AG, the Pisces. And that Virgo energy piles up here with Hermit. And I'm just calling it the signs too, just so that, you know, if you know their names and their birth dates, you could probably also find out what's in their, like their personal planets and their energy. Maybe their Pluto, since she's been obsessing a little bit, right? You can check out like those energies around that too. But I have like with 10 of Pentacles and 9 of whatever this is. I mean, Hermit. This is strong Virgo energy here. And then with the Swords, you know, she's almost a little sad because if you ask me, she's been disappointed by him. She's been disappointed by him, but it's like she's willing to give him chances to do right, that he sees the value that she has. It's a little sad. I think it's a little sad. She's like, I have all these things to give. She thinks very highly of herself and the sort of like lifestyle and partner that she'll make. And it's like she's auditioning to prove her case to him. It's not very romantic. Sad. I will go a little bit further into this. We'll take a couple little peeks here. It's like she's been disappointed by him. She's hung up on him. She definitely is hung up on him. She's also hung up on just the idea of finally having, as I said, this judgment is one half, the idea that she can move on to him, but it's another half too, that this is a chance for her to go and realize love. Maybe she feels like the clock is ticking in some way for her. You know, there's a desperateness here. There's an auditioning here. There's like, she knows that she doesn't quite have his full attention. She also feels like he has a wandering eye, or he has had a wandering eye. You know, she knows that he's not fully committed, and he's only going to be fully committed if he makes the decision that she's a good choice. He's trying to be a good choice. Quiet, little cat. Come on, quiet, quiet. Okay, 5 of Swords. 10 of Wands rather. King of Swords gets the Sun. You know, she very much sees him as her ideal partner. As I said, she's crushed on him for a while. She's crushed on him for a while. I'd also say too, in this energy, in all this energy, Judgment, 10 of Pentacles, King of Swords, Sun, you know, it's like she's also operating from an ideal. She's idealizing him. She's been hung up on him for a while. However, he has a wandering eye, and she knows it quite well. I think she also does have an idea too of his taste, you know, what he likes, what he dislikes. But I think she also knows as well that he, in this energy, it's like he's fickle. There's something like a crow, something bright and shiny that can catch his attention, and it can be all our hard work can be gone in an instant. I think she's trying to appeal to him that with the time, could it be the time they know him, but it could also be that she's just ultimately the best choice for him long term. She's trying to work on just you have passing fancies, but maybe time too. Maybe like, we're getting older or whatever, time to start a family. She could be working on that sort of angle too, in how she thinks, feels current energy. It's time to get started with the next phase. She definitely is working on, she has an idea of some things that he's looking for, some traits that he has, and she's trying to use that argument or those, I don't know, those, almost like what he has been searching for, what he really likes, what he really desires. She has an idea of that. And she's like structuring herself for her arguments or the reason to settle down around that. He still has a wandering eye. No, he still has a wandering eye. This is not past energy. She knows he has a wandering eye too. She's just hoping that he'll be committed, that she can tie him down with weight and the fact that someone understands him. And also, too, how long can he keep a household up? How long can he keep being the eternal bachelor? Right? There's sort of like those sorts of, like, I don't know quite what arguments or thought processes or things that she's digging into, sore points, but it's somewhere around that area, and he still has the wandering eye. And even we just did the reading before with him, that he's into her, but he's also still just as easily open to picking up with someone new. She knows that about him better than anyone. There's also a little bit of self-delusion here as well, because she sees him as her perfect man, that, like, if she can get him into a certain deepness of commitment, or I don't know, saddle him with kids or shared assets. I don't know what quite that could be. But then, like, his mobility as well would be limited. There's something about that in here as well. Yeah, she's working on that. So let's go and check out. I'm going to check out the Tower and Two of Pentacles here. But essentially, with this Ten of Pentacles is ultimately, I would say, sad, because she's offering her life, her body, her ability to produce family, etc., etc., etc. She's offering like her full self, physically, emotionally, spiritually, materialistically, everything. She's offering herself to him, and she knows that it is he's still like, hemming and hawing about it. So this is a little sad. Let's go and check out, I'm going to check out the Tower, and then we'll check out this Two of Pentacles, although I'm interested in the Two of Pentacles, I think, a bit more. But I'm curious about this Tower. I really think this is the opportunity for her, that he's actually committing to her and giving her and listening to the fact that she wants him to, there's definitely marriage that she wants from him. She wants to tie him down permanently, and she wants to tie him down in a way that he can't escape. So whatever that would be, if that's children, if that's shared assets, if that's like, legalities of the shared last name, there's something in here that she wants to tie him down with foundation. So that's why we're going to check out the Tower. Tower, I have Six of Cups, which is Scorpio energy. King of Pentacles. Yeah, this is the opportunity that she's always wanted. She's always wanted this. If you ask me, she definitely sees him in an idealized way too. She knows about his flaws. She doesn't care. She likes him. She wants him. He's her idea of commitment. I'm not going to bother clarifying this anymore. I'm going to dig into this two of Pentacles. I'm curious. Is this wedding rings? I feel like though this is her also trying to manipulate the situation. Two of Pentacles. Six of Swords. Oh, if I wasn't clear with I think I was clear when I said this, right? That just that this is obviously the relationship that they've had. She's been eyeing him for a long time. Just wanted to make. Sometimes I think things in my head and I'm like wondering, did I say that out loud or was I just thinking it? So if I was redundant, I'm sorry, Sully. But that's also, as I said, I have the thoughts in my head and then I have what I'm speaking as well. Oh, those two cards, those three cards came out. So I wonder with her what her relationship status has been. Oh, thank you, Sully. With this Two of Pentacles, kind of nasty. I mean, this tower is a good tower for her. This Ten of Pentacles is a really sad Ten of Pentacles. I think it's sad. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that for anyone I cared about either. This Two of Pentacles is a little sad as well. Two of Pentacles, the Six of Swords came out, Four of Swords. These cards fell, so I took them. I mean, Four of Swords, Five of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. I wonder in this energy, has she been single herself for a while? Has she had trouble in relationship issues of her own? Or has she is this just her relationship with him? Either way, she feels like in her life overall, not just her romantic life, not just her love life, her actual life overall has been sucking a lot. I don't know if she hasn't had enough money or if people have been ignoring her, her family connections. She hasn't had anyone who actually seen her. I do think that this is also a strong feeling. She definitely feels like she hasn't been loved. She hasn't been appreciated, especially with that initial energy that I got was that this Judgment, that bottom of the deck energy that I showed you, the Two of Cups and Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups, that very first initial. Yeah, I can tell that she's always had him as an ideal. And I think that he just would not commit to her in the way that she wanted. Like he was the one that broke it off, not her. And they broke it off because maybe she wanted him to commit to her and, 100%, and he wasn't into that. And she didn't want to lose the relationship, so she just kept it as friends. So even if she dated some high-profile people, she's been miserable. She's been also feeling like she hasn't been loved or appreciated. She feels like she's been putting her life on pause. She's slowly been trying to go and pick up the pieces and make things better, but things aren't just quite getting better for her. I feel like this is definitely in her relationships. It could also be in her finances. I don't know what her finances look like compared to his finances, but I know that she's also looking at the relationship as bringing comfort to her and some stability. Maybe she's hoping that they move into his house or create a bigger house, buy a house, whatever. There's something here as well about the monetary stability. And maybe she doesn't quite have any money issues. They each have a child. Interesting. Now, she definitely feels like she has not been loved. She also feels like she's been going through some real rough time periods. She's determined. Let me put this out there too. She's determined that whatever this situation is, whatever she's been waiting for and yet being neglected for and waiting for things to improve, she's determined for that not to happen again. How can she go and set the steps so that this mess does not happen to her again? Okay. Yeah, she's got bills. That's essentially what I guess I'm trying to say. She has overdue bills. She's struggling. Financially, she's definitely struggling. She definitely is also neglected. She feels like she's neglected in love, but in her money, her pockets, her actual money resources, what's in the bank, maybe she has like $5 in the bank. Maybe she's eating like saltine crackers and canned soup. I don't know. There's something here that also speaks to she has been penny pinching, and it's not fun. She definitely she's been miserable. Okay, let me just put it that way. She's been miserable her life, and more than just like, again, her life, her love, her work. I mean, her work or her love. Overall, her life has been miserable. She feels that way. And she's trying to see with what she has at hand, how can she move past that and create success? So there is very much a calculating. This Two of Pentacles is a calculating energy. Definitely eyeing him for the money and stability that he would bring on that. I'm wondering if I should clarify this any more, like, as I said, this is a miserable Two of Pentacles. Yeah, she has no money, essentially. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Not only are people ignoring her and not taking care of her, she has no money. She has bills, overdue bills. I think it's more than just reconstructing the parents' line. What he's trying to do is give her a way in which she can go and start creating her own positive income. But she definitely has been like really hit by finances in a big way. And then nobody's like supported her. Nobody has been friends with her. No one has listened to her. She is felt extremely miserable. And if you ask me too, if he has been constructing that, she's seeing that there's plenty more that he can do for her. Plenty more he should do for her. What are her thoughts and feelings? And an energy towards him. She's been miserable. I think too, I guess a feeling that I'm getting as well here. She's been so uncomfortable before in the past could be alone, but also too so uncomfortable in the past with her monetary issues, that in this energy it's like she could overlook a lot of things about him. She's been overlooking things about him in the first place. Was that Five of Swords, Ten of Wands energy? She's been overlooking a lot of things about him in the first place. I do think this woman, she wants to marry him. I think she wants to go and get her name legally on his, I'm not going to call it quite estate, but on him. So that even if they do divorce, she gets alimony and whatnot and stuff like that. You know, he won't be able to do a clean break. She'll get something out of it regardless. I also wonder if they both have a child before with her and the person that she had the child with. Is that person sending her alimony? Like when they, were they married? Did she actually get like a legally binding thing to her child's father? Was she able? Because if she was, then that child's father has been skipping payments or something like that. It's like now she wants to do things right, and I feel like she can overlook a lot of things. She's willing to overlook a lot of things as long as she has that legally binding thing for her. In this relationship, if you ask me, from what I feel, she knows him very well. She knows how he acts very well. And while she very much, do I say love? I don't really feel, now here's the nuance I'm going to say about her and her feelings. I don't really feel this is love. What I feel is that this is, again, she also is idealizing him. I also feel there's a little bit of that obsession energy here. Am I going to call that love? I do like lots of love readings, right? Even the love readings for the collective. And I've seen many different types of love through that. I don't think she has full love here. I think what she has is the obsession that's been building up of, this man that she's really wanted and seen in the light of her idealized husband. She's been seeing him for a long time in her idealized as a person who she would want committed to him, but is this love? I don't think so. She's looking at the cover of him, and she's sort of glossing over the insides of him. Like when you take a present or some food and in a box and you shake it and go, sounds good, right? Like that's what she's doing to him, doing about him. And I really think that she's after him for marriage so that when he does whatever he does, and she knows him very well, when he does whatever he does, he can't just pick up and leave because there's going to be some legalities there. She wants to make an effort to him, her idealized man, but if he acts up or if he wants to go on to someone else, she's going to go and get a payday from it. She's been liking him for a really long time, but more than that, she's willing to put up with a lot of stuff to ensure that she doesn't go back into poverty and back being isolated and alone with no opportunity. She's not doing that anymore. And I do think she has like a really bad financial situation. I think also too in this energy, let me say that as well. It's almost like she's tired of working or tired of putting out the effort for her own right? Like picking up her own mess or building herself out of this herself. She's tired of even doing that. She doesn't even want to do that. She wants someone else to pick her up out of it. Anyway, that's what I feel here, Sully, about her. She wants to make things legal. She wants to make sure that she gets a cut of the money. If she could roll out like more family members, get pregnant with another child, I think she would. She's trying to lock him down she's trying to lock him down and ground him, whatever that could be. That could be more family. That could be definitely her name on the, her name on his name and his assets. So if they leave, she gets supported no matter what. And also too, he has to think twice before he leaves her, because I feel it's going to be very costly for him. That's what I have on her, Sully. So I think it's a lot to digest and think about. But that's what I see for AG, the Pisces, and also for PR, the Scorpio. Do you have any other questions, Sully? So any thoughts, Sully, on it? I'll be back in just a second. Well, take your time, Sully, and let me know. I am just grabbing a bite to eat, but I'm around. All right. As I said, I just want to grab a bite to eat. If anyone has any other questions, you can feel free to ask. I can continue with the second. Continue with the reading for money and career. If there are no more personal questions at this time. And Sully, feel free just to type away when and if you're ready. No rush and no worries either way. Thank you very much for your donations and working with me on seeing some answers to these questions. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Okay. Let's see. Who shall we do for money and career? Money and career. I guess we'll continue with the water signs. I have 7 of Cups, which is Scorpio energy. So we'll check out money and career, a forecast for December. Let's see. Money for Scorpio in December. I have the World. And for career, I have Justice. Scorpio, the World is an interesting one to have, especially considering the time of year that we're in, right? The final month of the year. The World is a cycle. So we'll check out the World first, Scorpio. And in fact, one moment. Just want to write one quick thing down. Just so I can timestamp it when I put up this reading. If anybody wants to see it after it's live. Let's see. So, money for Scorpio. Scorpio, I think your money is pretty much at a stable space, a stable pace. In December. There could be something slightly popping up for you, maybe some interest, but I don't really think it's going to result, Scorpio. You know, this is a collective reading, right? So they're not for you specifically because I'm pulling for the Scorpio collective. So take it as it resonates. But it feels like you could have some communication around money, Scorpio, but I don't think it's not inclined to actually result in money. Not yet. There's a building up for money for you, Scorpio. It's like there are some things to work out, some nuances. There are good feelings there. Slowly letting the good feelings around money or the opportunities for money come. There's definitely in this energy a chance for you to de-stress, build up, recuperate, that sort of energy, Scorpio. Now with justice. Justice has, let's see, justice for your career. Two of Wands, Two of Cups. Your money is not going to go through any fluctuations yet. Quiet little cat. Oh, he's in the potty. That's why he's meowing. Yes, one of my kitties meows whenever he says, I'm going potty. Don't you want to come and scoop it? Everybody should know I'm doing this. And that's what he's doing. So I will be leaving in a second to go and see what he did in there. Those are my gifts, Scorpio. He says, come and get them, if you can hear that. Scorpio, with your career. What is, it's a little daunting because, what kind of burden is going to be placed on you? Are you best as a solo agent? Is someone seeing you, Scorpios, having a little too much free time and they can go and pass some work off to you in terms of career? It's like in this energy, Scorpio, someone's making some judgments about how to occupy your time. I don't think that's appreciated. Oops. I wouldn't appreciate it. Let's see. I'm going to throw a card on 10 of Wands. Card on 9 of Pentacles. Scorpio, in terms of your career, this is an existing job for you. I think they're going to put a little more work on you, Scorpio. This is a new job. They're going to put work on you. You'll see it as an opportunity. Scorpio, could be presented as an opportunity. Is it a real opportunity? Well, depending on how your enthusiasm of tackling what they know to be a hard load is, it could be an opportunity for you, but it's a lot of work. Not really being compensated adequately for the work that you're doing. Someone does see you as having the time to go and do this, having the ability to go and complete the work. They're going to present you with an opportunity, Scorpio, either in your existing work or work could come up for you. But it's going to be a lot of work. I don't think the compensation is going to quite match quite match the effort that you're putting out. Maybe you might feel like you have no choice but to do that. Of course, those are the nature of work, right? So keep that in mind. Okay, we'll go on to another sign. Let's see, shall we do... let's do Sagittarius. Lots of cat meows in the background. I don't know if you can hear that. Okay. We're going to do Sagittarius next. And of course, if anybody would like a personal reading, just let me know. Details are in the description. Let's see, Sagittarius. Let's see, Sagittarius. Money. Sagittarius money gets a 9 of Cups. Sagittarius career. It's a Wheel of Fortune. Looks pretty good, Sagittarius. I mean, it is your season after all. The energy should be perfectly conducive to you. What do you want, Sagittarius? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Oops. It's your season, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, in terms of career, definitely push now. December is a good month for you. Energy is pretty good for you. You could go and get a surprising result. Sagittarius on the move. Sagittarius has options. Sagittarius has offers. Your money. A part of the Sagittarius almost feels like family money, or the money that you get through close connections that feel warmly about you. But another half of this Sagittarius is really still feeding into that career. If you ask me, Sagittarius, the thing to stress in order to increase your money, your opportunities, is almost be charming with the people who you're speaking to about work or with work. It's like your friendly personality, your self-confidence, your unruffled self, Sagittarius, is what's going to go and get you to be either that position hired. There's something about a slow, steady, comfortable pace, being comfortable in your own skin, having your own timetable, not really being rushed by anyone, taking the time to exchange in niceties or, something around that. But there's something about your personality and how you project yourself, how you exude positivity, Sagittarius. That's your key to gaining more money. You don't have to hard sell, Sagittarius. It's like in this energy, you just need to be self-confident and happy with yourself. So we did Scorpio, we did Sagittarius. Let's do an air sign. I am going to mix this up a little bit. We'll do an air sign. Who should we do? We'll do Libra. Libra for December's money. Is that flying to you or flying away from you, Libra? And for career, I have Magician. Well, Libra, you can make some big changes. You have to be very forceful, though. You need to be forceful, Libra. You just can't sit back and let things progress at their own pace. You, Libra, it's a good time for you, Libra, but only if you push aggressively, okay? That's the main message here. Magician for career. Nothing, don't let technicalities stop you, Libra. If you have an idea, push forward on it anyway, Libra. The rest of the ideas or, situations, money, support, whatever they may be, that will follow. I also think, too, if you're interviewing in this sort of energy, Libra, you can throw around big ideas. And then let's say if somebody is going to be nitpicking, say, well, that's a great idea, but how do you suggest going about it? Well, Libra, think about ways to sort of circumvent that because the small details aren't important. The main thing that I feel is your gift right now is projection. Project yourself and also be spearheading ideas, movements, like put yourself as the idea person. You don't have to get caught up with the technicalities of how do you actually make that work, right? That's later. The main thing is you have an idea to explore. You can also say something too in this energy of somebody, let's say we're kind of trying to cut you down. You could say, well, that's why I want to join a company such as this or work with a team such as this, because with such smart people here, if we put our heads around this idea, we're definitely going to find the best way, the most practical way, the quickest way, the most successful way to complete it. All right? Think about putting some answers like that. If somebody questions you on your big ideas, turn it back to them, and also don't be afraid of flattery. Keep everything going forward in your conversations. If somebody tries to cycle back to a point, find a way to push it forward farther. And for your money, Libra, money for Libra. Well, it's a little funny in this energy, Libra, because it's almost like you need some money coming in. You've been making, it feels like a little bit in this energy, some of your dollars, scratch Libra, you're getting an opportunity to go and add on to your accounts. Something's going to come in. I don't know if it's going to come in last minute, Libra. Something's going to come in that's going to go and give a nice boost to your finances, which I think you have been nursing or milking. Something about it just hasn't been quite adequate, right? You've been making it work, not necessarily like it's been working fluidly. But you need to push for it, Libra. Okay, so that is the messages I have for Libra. I am going to take another little break and I'll do the remaining 3 in a little bit. If anybody has any questions, any personal questions that you would like me to pull for, let me know. If anyone on this live, do check out my channel and see if I've already pulled for your sign regarding career or money. Seeing how I have 3 signs left, or you can go back. The starting point was around 130, 138 of this video. But if anybody would like a reading, could be on anything, you can let me know. Until then, I am going to take a little break. Just leave a message.